Okay, I'm going to start going over the practice quiz, 16. Number one, which of the following statements is not correct? All right, the emphasis is on not correct. That'd be C as in Caroline. Monopolistic competition is similar to oligopoly because both market structures are characterized by barriers to entry. Well, we know that monopolistic competition is easy to exit and enter. So that is not correct. What I would emphasize, though, is knowing the right answers. So you got to know monopolistic competition is similar to monopolies because each firm can charge a price above marginal cost. And because you charge a price above marginal cost, you're going to get deadweight loss. All right. So to know that. B, monopolistic competition is similar to perfect because they're both market structures are free entry and exit. Okay. When you have free entry and exit, they're also similar because they're going to have zero economic or normal profits in the long run. Monopolistic competition is similar to perfect because both market structures are characterized by hundreds for monopolistic, thousands for perfect. Monopolistic competition is similar to perfect because both market structures are characterized by profit net. All market structures are MR equals MC. So that could have been said by all of them. All right. Number two, monopolistic competition is characterized by which of the following attributes? Free entry. Yes, we've looked at that in question number one. Product differentiation. Yes, think Burger King, Wendy's. They all try to make their product a little different. And many sellers. All right. So that's going to be E, 1, 2, and 3. All right, notice already there's two questions and two things about characteristics. So characteristics are going to be very important here. All right, monopolistic competition is characterized by one, efficient scale. Okay, he uses efficient scale where I've been using productively efficient. That's where MC crosses ATC, where ATC is at its lowest point. Monopolistic competition is like monopolies, they are inefficient. So one I is no. Marking price up over marginal cost. Yes, we go to MC equals MR up to demand, and that allows us. So 2 is correct, or 2I. Deadweight loss. Yes, because we're inefficient, we have deadweight loss. And excess capacity in the long run is true for monopolistic competition. That's 2, 3, and 4. Just remember, excess capacity would be where productively efficient MC crosses ATC. You go on down, and it's what you could make at if you were productively efficient compared to what you make now. All right. So the answer for 3 would have been D, as in Dogwood. At number 4, a monopolistically competitive firm has the usual dead. A is correct. Experience is 0, prop B is correct. It is said to have C is correct. Operates where MR equals MC. That's the profit maximizer in all market structures. So it's E, all of the above. And again, I would emphasize knowing all these, questions 1, 2, 3, and 4 really review the characteristics of monopolistic competition. So I think those are good to know. Which of the graphs depicts a short-run equilibrium that will not encourage either the entry or exit? All right, so if you're not encouraging the entry or exit, you're at 0 economic profit, which would be panel A. All right. Now, that's kind of confusing because you would think that's in the long run with 0 economic profit. But anyhow, that is the answer there. Now, I briefly mentioned excess capacity. Excess capacity would be where MC crosses ATC. Again, he would say that's the efficient scale. I call it productively efficient. And the space in between here would be excess capacity. All right. Realize that this is losing money, B. So they could ask you about B. B is losing money. If you're losing money, what are firms going to do? Firms are going to exit, and that would increase demand, and D and MR would shift to the right here. Now, for this one, you're making money. For C, firms are going to enter. When firms are going to enter, they're going to take away. They're going to take away some of my business, so demand is going to decrease in C. Now, in D rather, that's perfect competition. So, I could see them asking like a question, which one of these shows monopolistic competition making money? And they could have C and D. Well, no, D is incorrect. D is perfect competition. It's not monopolistic competition. All right. So just be weary or on the lookout for that. Okay, this is going to be one of these tables that are on. All right. So all these tables, I really would encourage you to fill out the whole table. I'll fill out a couple of these just to show you. Marginal cost would be 15 minus 10 is 5 for the first one. For the second one, it's 21 minus 15 is 6. And already I see the trend. They're just going up. 28, 21 is 7. Okay. And then 9. Now here, total revenue, just remember total revenue is price times quantity. So I'm going to get 0 here, obviously. And I should also say total cost at 0. So the fixed cost is 10, right? All right. So its total revenue is 45. And then it's 80. And then it's 105. And then it's 120. Okay. So it's 4 times 30 for 120, 3 times 35 for 105, 2 times 40 for 80. All right, so then I'm going to get marginal revenue 45. All right, then I'm going to take my 80 minus 45. That's going to give me 35. And then I'm going to get my 105 minus 80 is 25. Here I see a trend of just going down 10. All right, so knowing these trends, if you fill out the charts, I think it makes it easier when you have to answer a question, and you could fill out the chart a little quicker. All right, when maximizing profit, what does Tracy charge for a haircut? All right, well, let's see. So far, she's going to at least do 4 haircuts, right? 15 to 9. Marginal revenue is 15. She's getting 15 for a haircut. It costs her 9. Let's flip over because the chart extends to the next page. So I might have to go over to that next page. And there it is. So this would be a 45 minus 36. Because 36 is the last one there. So there, the marginal cost is going to be 9. And this is going to be 125, 5 times 125. And the marginal revenue previously is 120. So this is going to be 5. All right. So we're not going to produce at this, right? Because it cost us 5 and our marginal revenue is 9. So I will go back. I will go back to the last page. So our profit maximizer is 4, 15 greater than 9. And what is the question asked? What maximizing profit, what price does Tracy charge for a haircut? All right, so she's going to charge at $4, $30. And that would be the answer. All right, now, what else could they ask? They could ask at the profit maximizer, what's the total revenue? Well, that's 4 times 30 is 120. They could ask at profit maximizer, what's a profit? Well, that'd be total revenue minus total cost. All right, so you could figure that out. So those are some of the questions they could also ask. If the government forced Tracy to produce at the efficient scale, this is 7. So we just did 6. All right, if the government forced Tracy to produce at the efficient scale of output, what is the maximum profit Tracy could earn? All right, so what is the official scale? The efficient scale is productive efficiency, and that's the lowest average total cost. So to find that, I would have to take total cost and divide it by quantity. All right, so the first one is 15 divided by 1 is 15. 21 divided by 2 is 10.5. 28 divided by 3 is 9 1/3. 36 divided by 4 is 9. So far, the fourth one is the lowest. 45 divided by 5 is 9. So 4 and 5 are both 9. And now we're going up. So 4 and 5 are tied at productively efficient. So then you'd have to see which one of these makes the most money. Well, you know it's going to be 4 because 4 is the profit maximizer. So 4 and 5 are tied at the least cost. 4 is, but let's just check. 125 minus 45. So my total revenue is 125 for the fifth one, minus 45 is 80. Then I'm going to go back and look for the fourth one. It's 120. That's 84. So the fourth one. So for question 7, it would be D as in dogwood. And let me just go through that. When they're asking you for the efficient scale, you've got to find the lowest average total cost. What is average total cost? Total cost divided by quantity. So I did that and I found a tie at 4 and 5. The profit maximizer isn't always going to be the answer, right? But here it is. I found a tie at 4 and 5. She's making profits at both, but more profits at 4. And that's why that was the answer. Okay. All right. Number 8, when a monopolistically competitive firm is in the long run. All right. So I'm going to go back here because here's a long run, right? All right. Here my price equals my ATC. All right. Is there an answer like that? Price is equal to ATC. A as in alpha. Price is equal to marginal cost. We know is not true because MC equals MR. We go up to demand. So price is greater than marginal cost. Same thing, price is greater than marginal revenue. Price is equal to average variable cost. Well, no, because it's equal to average total cost, and variable cost and fixed cost equals. So not there. And the firm operates, we know it doesn't operate at an efficient scale. It's inefficient. All right. Number 9, the free entry and exit of firms in a monopolistically competitive firm guarantees that B as in broccoli, both economic profits and economic losses disappear because firms enter, which, would lower demand and marginal revenue, or exit, which increases demand and marginal revenue until you get to 0 economic profits. Which of the following conditions is characteristic of a monopolistically competitive firm in the long run? All right, ATC equals demand, right? Because the ATC is tangent with demand. So it equals demand, and MR equals MC. MR equals MC and all the profit maximizers. I mean, that's about the 5th question about characteristics. So I'm just going to, again, emphasize that I would know the characteristics. All right, 16.5. The firm in this figure is monopolistically competitive. It illustrates. All right, so we're going to go to MC equals MR, up to demand. All right, so it's making money, right? Because price is greater than ATC. Like the price is about 600. If I go down to the ATC, it's about 500. So it's not a shutdown case. It's not long-run economic profit because we would not be making money. So it's C as in Caroline, it's short-run economic profit.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I'm gonna get you a set of keys. Look,
Keys?
like this.
Hold it. Let me just stop this recording.
No, you ain't gotta come over.
No,
I want to
see what you're
I'm gonna get you a set of keys
Okay.
that has everything, all stores and everything.
Oh,
So the morning when you come in,
So I can open up and get
because you always here.
Yeah.
There you go, no problem, big guy.
Hey, by the way, yesterday when you saw me and this go for lunch,
Yes, sir.
all right, he ordered us a whole bowl of soup, and there's no soup left in there. This Mr. Miz, man, what a character, huh?
Okay, you might have heard this. We were just going at it. Someone came in here to just talk. Sorry for the interruption. All right, so what could I look at figure 16.3 that possibly could be on it also? They could ask, is firms going to enter or exit in here? They could ask where productively efficient or efficient scale is. That would be where MC crosses ATC. I guess they could ask deadweight loss. So I'm going to just do the deadweight loss line. That would be outline up to demand, down to the MC. And that's not really a perfect triangle. So they're probably not going to ask for you to figure that out because it's not a perfect triangle. So that would be that one. All right, we then go to figure 16.3. The firm, or rather, the next one is figure 16.1. The firm is drawn from a monopolistically competitive firm. Suppose the average total cost is 18. All right, so if the average total cost is 18, when at Q12, well, Q12 happens to be the profit maximized, MC equals MR. If the cost is 18, so 18 times 12 is going to be the average total cost, is going to be the total cost, and the total revenue is going to be 18 times 12. So the answer here is going to be D as in dogwood. The price equals 18 and the profit is 0 because the profit is the same as the average total cost. Now, here's one where I think they could ask you to figure out a lot of things, like, because here is the deadweight loss here, which is a triangle. And just remember, to figure out the area of the triangle, it's a half times base times height. They could also maybe ask consumer surplus. MC is equals MR. So consumer surplus would be above the price and below demand. That would be that over there, kind of a triangle. So those are two things they could definitely ask. They could ask in this graph, would firms enter or exit? And they'd have to give you an ATC because there is no ATC. But at 18, if they gave you the same total cost, obviously firms are not going to either enter or exit because it's 0 economic profit. They could also say, like, you're producing at 8. So that would be, your line would be up here. And they could say, would you want to increase productivity or decrease output to get to maximize profits? Well, the profit maximizer is 12. So if you're to the left of the profit maximizer, you always want to increase quantity to get there. And you could look, MR here would be 8, or rather MC would be 8, and MR is about 10. So as long as marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost, you always want to produce more. So they could ask you that. Let's see what else possibly. You know, they could always ask you price and quantity. The price would be 18, MC equals MR up to demand is 18, and the quantity would be 12. Okay. All right, I think that does it. If I was summarizing what I think, know how to figure out the efficient scale. Like it's where MC crosses ATC graphically. It's total cost divided by quantity if you get a chart. Know that chart, be able to fill everything out. Know all the possible questions on these graphs, and then you have to know the characteristics. All right, good luck on the quiz. Hopefully this is helpful.